Before we begin this video, I recommend that you visit google.com and search for dinardata.com. This website is a great resource for the latest updates on Dinar Guru news, all conveniently located on one page. For more information, I encourage you to visit the site.
13 Iraqi banks now trading international currency. Marks, I think that one is very important. They can now exchange back and forth in different currencies. The mechanism to exchange foreign currencies went live. I think this one is huge. I think everybody should be excited by the fact that all the progress that we've seen with Iraq has been amazing. Over the last 2 years we can see one thing after another is getting done. It seems like it's painstakingly slow, but in truth it's not even close to that. Everybody's saying there's a new category of currency come out in the streets of Iraq. We heard it but we didn't see anything. Nothing new, we still with the same currency. For now didn't see anything. Iraq among most popular tourist destinations for Australians. I did get an update this morning from a redemption center contact. They very much still expect to be called into work this weekend. Their chain of command said to expect to work before Tuesday. This is excellent news. The central bank announces the participation of Iraqi banks in external transfers in multiple currencies. Quote, the delegation of the Central Bank of Iraq in New York announced the start of the new phase of foreign transfer operations with the participation of 13 Iraqi banks. Salah on TV right now, and he just told us that the project to delete the zeros is ruled out at this present time. Then he turns around and says we need to reduce the amount in the budget from trillions to billions, and then ends the conference talk by saying many have called for the removal of the 3 zeros, which would increase the dinar. We are both in shock and stunned because he said one thing and then he said another thing. Frank, what he's telling you is exactly right. It doesn't make any sense. This is BS. It is a lie. Trust me, nothing is stopping the purchasing power that is coming to you Iraqi citizens. Nothing. China did the same thing back in the 90s. They came out with a full-page article in their newspaper saying they were not signed to increase the value. 3 days later they increased the value. This may be the same scenario. A diversion for speculators. Al-Sadani's advisor rules out removing 3 zeros from the currency. Salah, he's not lying. The government isn't looking to remove the zeros. It's not the government's job. So he's not lying. 1,310 will not work going into this new economy that they're going to be rebuilding. It's impossible to keep having an exchange rate at 1,310 because, as he says, it's reached trillions and it's not easy anymore. It will be astronomical. There's so much good stuff coming out with Iraq with their new rate coming up Sunday, international rate, and we've, US, occupied one floor in the Central Bank of Iraq. And we vacate that on Saturday. We no longer will be in that CBI on Saturday, so that's good news. I just think we're all ready for this to go. My redemption folks are on call, but they have been told to expect to work at some point over this long weekend. Since it's Labor Day weekend, this is unusual. Please pay attention. They're bringing value to their currency. It's really coming together quite quickly. I pray that this dream will come true for the both of us. It is very close. There's no doubt about it. All the indications are pointing that it's very close. I just hope we get some good news when Alak returns from New York. If the dinar exchange rate is ever to rise in value, it will be based on the economic success and growth of Iraq's own economy. There are no shortcuts. Oil producers in the Kurdistan region have found a new market for their crude oil, with selling prices much lower than international market prices, an S&P Global report said on Saturday. The report, translated by Al Maluma Agency, stated that sales to local traders range from $28 to $40 per barrel in a mysterious process controlled by Kurdish officials, where local refineries process the crude oil, primarily turning it into gasoline and diesel. Refineries in Kurdistan have a collective production and refining capacity of 330,000 barrels per day, and hundreds of illegal refineries and small refineries process a small amount of crude, he added. On August 4, local authorities said they had closed 138 illegal refineries and ordered dozens of unlicensed refineries to implement environmental protection requirements or face closure. The report noted that the pipeline is now at the center of a long political and legal battle that shows no signs of abating, and the federal government may not gain much from reopening the pipeline. In fact, the full restoration of Kurdish crude oil exports would create further challenges to OPEC Plus compliance with the production ceiling. MP Ammar Al-Fayez confirmed today, Saturday, that the issue of deciding the position of Speaker of the House of Representatives will be completed this week, while he indicated that MP Mahmoud Al-Moshadoni is the closest to the position of Speaker of Parliament.